Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak on three different players. We are going to be talking about Cavani, Alexis Sanchez, and Frenkie De Jong. These are going to be three players that have been talked about many times through the media. And I do want to address this and talk about their future with FC Barcelona because it is very important to understand what could be the future regarding these three players. Like, could we actually see Cavani or Alexis Sanchez come to FC Barcelona? Could we actually see Frenkie De Jong depart away from this club? So I am here to address a couple of things. There's so much that we do have to discuss for today, and if you guys are watching this video today, I also do want to announce one thing. I do have a membership group in this YouTube channel where I am going to give you guys many benefits. Through that membership, you guys will be able to find the join button down below in this video, or you can also look at the description box where there is going to be a link that'll take you straight to that membership. It's going to give you so many perks, exclusive content, you'll get a follow back from Instagram, you'll also get a YouTube shout out at the end of this video, and so many other perks. You guys would also be able to support this channel because I do want to continue to bring you guys great quality content every day, and doing so by going through the membership, you guys will be able to support this YouTube channel. So going back to the whole story about Cavani, because we are going to be talking about this player first before Sanchez and Frenkie De Jong. Cavani has been spoken about for a very long time. The only reason why I am just talking about Cavani is because I never thought that Cavani was going to be a serious topic. I thought that this was just going to be another rumor. Barcelona do see Cavani as a short-term solution because the one thing they do have to fix for this season is to strengthen the striker position. And so it does say here, according to Moises Llorens, Cavani is really attracted by the idea of joining Barcelona, who could give him a 1.5-year contract. At the moment, Manchester United don't see his exit too clearly, and there is no concrete offer on the table as of yet. So first things first, Cavani, he is 34 years old, and there is a reason why they want to bring a player like him at the age of 34 years old, because they know that they could offer him a shorter contract, maybe for about 6 months to 1 year. And they also know, and they have every right to give Cavani a very low salary. There are so many reasons on why they could do so, and especially because he is 34 and he is going to be heading towards 35 years old very soon. So it is going to be a very cheap option for FC Barcelona. And as for in the perspective of Manchester United just hired a brand new coach, which is Ralf Rangnick. And right now there's a question, does this coach, right, this brand new coach from Man U, want Cavani in this club? Because we know that Rangnick wants his team to press very well, and the only way you could press and become a very intense, defensively organized team is that you do also need to be hyperactive. And right now I just do not see Cavani being that hyperactive type of player because he is aging, and Ralf Rangnick is going to be questioning, is he still the most ideal for me to start in that striker position? This is why we do hear Man United say that they do not see his exit too clearly, because right now there is a very gray area that they are in, because they do not know what's going to be the future of this player. They don't know if Ralf Rangnick does have plans for Cavani, so we have to sit here and just wait. And this is also going to bring me towards the perspective of FC Barcelona, because if I were this club, right, if I was running this club, I would feel like I would be wasting my time when it comes to Cavani, unless we see players like Luuk De Jong and Martin Braithwaite leave this club in the January transfer window, because it would make no sense to try and achieve the transfer of Cavani while you still have Luuk De Jong and Martin Braithwaite. Because what happens when we do have that squad list? Are you telling me that you're going to include Luuk De Jong, Martin Braithwaite, and Cavani in that squad list, who they are all going to be asking to be in that squad list because they are first team players, and take away the minutes and opportunities from the youngsters from Barcelona B or Juvenal A? You can only have so many players in the squad list, and I do not believe that it would be worth it to sacrifice some of these players' positions within the squad list who are the youngsters just to have Martin Braithwaite, Luuk De Jong, and Cavani in this season. Now let's look at the optimistic point of view when it comes to Cavani at Barcelona, because let me tell you, if we were to have Cavani in this club, and assuming that Luuk De Jong and Martin Braithwaite do end up leaving, it could work. I could see Cavani come to Barcelona and be a player that can score about 10 to 12 to 14 goals per season, but I do not think that he will be the first choice for Xavi Hernandez's Barcelona. If you were to tell me that he's going to be a backup striker, then yes, it could work. It could be a great game plan. So as of now, there's nothing advanced yet, but this is going to lead me towards Alexis Sanchez, and we are going to be going back to the topic of Cavani to conclude about these two players. So look, Alexis Sanchez is the most surprising story yet, because we know that he was in Barcelona before about 7 to 8 years ago, and it does say here, according to Moises Llorens, many things still have to happen for him to return. Despite being offered, he is not a priority for the club as of today. Barcelona do consider Ferran Torres and Cavani ahead of Alexis Sanchez. Now, one of the main reasons why Alexis Sanchez is behind Cavani and Ferran Torres in terms of who they're going to go for in that January transfer window, it is because of Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez is having the say about this transfer. transfer. He does not think that Alexis Sanchez would be the most ideal. Now, do we know the reasons on why Xavi does not want Sanchez? It is very unknown. The only thing that we could do is speculate on why Xavi does not want Sanchez in Barcelona. But let me tell you guys one thing. Sanchez is not a full-time number 9. Let me explain. He does play at Inter Milan and he does play in a 3-5-2 system. Yes, we do see Sanchez in that front two, but he is occasionally playing as the second striker, not necessarily as the last man to receive the ball when Inter Milan do attack, right? He is not that finisher like Cavani. And right now, it is clear that Barcelona do want a player that devotes their work into being in the box only and moving around to see where he can find those crosses, maybe potentially coming from Dembele or maybe Ansu Fati, wherever those wingers may be. So Cavani could do those things, but when it comes to Alexis Sanchez, I would not say he is the most ideal one when it does come to those specific qualities. He does not have what Cavani does have, and this is going to lead me towards the final conclusion of these two players. Here's the one thing that Sanchez does have though, which is the first touch. When it comes to the short passes, building that play outside and inside the box, Alexis Sanchez is the most ideal one. But when it comes to Cavani, he does not have that. When it comes to Cavani trying to build a play like potentially with Ansu, Nico, Gavi, he's going to be way too slow at doing so. He does not really have that world-class first touch like Alexis Sanchez does have. And I want you guys to notice what I am doing here. Sanchez and Cavani have qualities that can help Barcelona, but they both do not have the qualities to support Barcelona. They have things that do help Barcelona and they do not have things that would support Barcelona. These are two very different players that will give you two very different things. And this is why we do hear that Barcelona are going to decide and go for Ferran Torres, because Ferran Torres is a player that can do both. He is a player that is considered as like a hybrid of Sanchez and Cavani, someone who knows how to finish, someone who knows how to do the first touch, someone who is very pacey like Alexis Sanchez in his prime. Ferran Torres is exactly that. The only reason why we're even talking about these two players is because this is only going to happen if the Ferran Torres operation does fail. I want us to get that very clear. If Ferran Torres does come in, Cavani will not come. If Ferran Torres does come in, Alexis Sanchez will not come. But if you were to ask me, let's say worst case scenario, Ferran Torres does not come in. Let's say that Man City say, no, we're lying to you guys, right? John Laporta, we actually want 120 million euros for Ferran Torres. Then the worst case scenario should be this. Barcelona should go for Cavani because he is a player that Barcelona do not have. He will be considered as that true backup in case things do go left during a match. So when it does come to Ferran Torres, it does say here, according to Fernando Polo, Barcelona's priority is to close the signing of Ferran Torres, for whom the club is waiting to establish new contacts with Man City to progress. And there has been many reports regarding Ferran Torres and Barcelona saying how Barcelona and Man City are very close to finding an agreement. The difference between Barcelona and Man City is that Barcelona only need to pay around 5 to 6 to 7 million more for Ferran Torres, and then he will come to Barcelona in the January transfer window. And hopefully this deal does go through. I have so much optimism for this deal to actually happen because it is very important for the future of Barcelona. This is going to be a player that will greatly strengthen this club in many different areas. Yes, he can still play as a right winger. He can also play as a center forward, and we're just going to have to wait and see how Xavi Hernandez does use Ferran Torres. Now, lastly, I do want to quickly talk about Frenkie De Jong, and it does say here, according to Luis Rojo, within the sporting area of the club, they no longer consider Frenkie De Jong as 100% untouchable like how it was before. Only in the event of a good offer, the club will consider a sale since he is a player that has a high market. So I know that it is very difficult to try and comprehend why Frenkie De Jong might potentially be sold. But here's the thing that I would say. I actually have difficulty understanding where these reporters get these stories from, like why they believe that Barcelona want to sell Frenkie De Jong if a good offer does arrive. Like, I get it, right? I get it that Frankie has not shown his best personal version, but listen here, he is still one of the best players in Barcelona on the pitch. Listen to what I'm saying here. Yes, he has not shown his best level personally, but he is still one of the best players in Barcelona, and that tells you so much on where Barcelona is at and just how much more Frenkie De Jong can improve his level. And that is why I do fail to believe that these reports are even true, because Xavi himself even said during the press conference that Frankie is untouchable, that he is very important for the future of Barcelona. And I'm going to go based off what Xavi did really say during a press conference compared to these stories that we have been hearing about Barcelona wanting to sell Frenkie De Jong if a good offer does come, because they need help financially. And if Xavi continues to say that Frankie is untouchable, that he is a player that Barcelona do value, there's no reason to believe any of these reports, which is what I do want to clarify here in this video. And again, I understand, right? I understand that many of us are very in the side of Frankie leaving FC Barcelona, and what certainly does not help is the emergence of Nico Gonzalez and Gavi. Many of us are actually way more comfortable on saying that Frankie should be sold because of Nico and Gavi, which again, I want to clarify. I do understand where you guys are coming from. I understand why these reports are even coming out, because Nico and Gavi has shown a level where they have have shown that they are very comfortable in this system, that they are literally representing the Barcelona DNA. And I know that Xavi and Nico are going to be two players who will be one of the best midfielders in the world in about 4 to 5 years time. But that does not mean that we should be selling someone like Frenkie De Jong. Like, what if Xavi gets injured? What if Nico Gonzalez does get injured? What happens in about 1 year when we see that Busquets says it's time for me to step down, I'm going to be moving away from Barcelona and let the other kids emerge? What happens once Busquets does leave? Then you're only going to be left with Nico, Xavi, Ricky Puig, who has not even really emerged yet, and then Pedri, and that's about it. So we are going to be feeling that effect of Frenkie De Jong leaving Barcelona in the long term, because we're going to need the depth within the squad, and that is very important, my friends. We need Frankie, Xavi, Nico, Pedri, and Ricky Puig to all represent the future of this midfield. It may not seem like it's a big deal now because we do have Busquets, but in the future we are going to be needing Frenkie De Jong, and I have so much optimism that this player can deliver for FC Barcelona for years to come. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.